now. Okay, well, $50,000. Yeah, that's what he's being paid, right? Just to, scholarship, just live your life and do well. So he is excellent, actually. He's beautifully excellent. As a father, you've been promising every time his birthday comes. And to think of it, his birthday is on the 24th, just a day before Christmas. 25th, my God. So, as you're buying a gift now, you become Santa Claus, Santa Daddy, Santa everything, How would you feel?
That you're suing your father
Mr. Benny,
for
sir.
$60,000 for emotional distress. Am I reading this correctly?
Yes, Your Honor, that is
You
correct.
mind telling the court what happened?
Oh, it's a long story, but pretty much. Oh, it's a long story. Pretty much my father promised me a great reward, for all the great things I've done growing up. And, he always promised me if I did well in the classroom, well in sports, he'll reward me greatly. And, now at the time here, I'm of age. He's not keeping his
How old are
promise.
you now, sir?
I just turned 21 December
21.
17th.
Okay.
Yes, Your Honor. And my birthday and Christmas happen to be, kind of close together. So usually years in the past, I would get a gift for both my birthday and Christmas. But as of recent, he's got a pay raise. And, with that comes, greater rewards, as he's promised me. And, as for my birthday, 21, turning 21 is a big thing. And I asked for, a luxury car. A Lamborghini.
I'm sorry, you asked for what now? A luxury car?
Yeah, luxury car.
For your birthday?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. What type of luxury car are we talking about?
Anything from a Porsche, Lamborghini, Ferrari. I have standards, and it's important to have standards in life. And what he gifted me wasn't any of those. I got a basic electric vehicle, if you can call it that. It's not really a vehicle, I would say. First, you can't hear it. It has no motor, no engine. So you have to charge it. If I want to charge something, I can easily just charge my
phone. If I want to charge something, I easily just charge my phone. So, come on. How would you?
Did you
How
see the
could
judge?
you?
You just
Saw their faces and be like,
UD.
yeah.
Secondly, you are in a society where things work. With the system. That's another one.
Yeah.
Because if you don't trust court, first I was asking you which location
You asked that question, though. You did. Where did you West?
If it's in Nigeria, you cannot take your father to court. After hearings, it is out of court.
You know what, Vicky? Time is not our friend. Very quickly, from you. Your son sues you in court and says because you've been making promises, British child. Okay, so he's a good child. Ever since he was a child, he's been so successful. Always was coming first, top of class. And this time, he's 21. He says, "I but luxurious car. I mean, I'm a captain of my team now. I'm in college. I'm not a little." The pay has been increased. I know it's been increased. So please, you can, daddy. And that's the. And then you said, okay, you got him an electric car. Someday I charge my phone. What will be your reaction though? 0907 0907-353-0044. Right? The other number, the WhatsApp portal number is 909-054450. What would you do to that boy?
First of all,
Yep.
I made a promise.
You made a promise. That's the thing.
I must keep it. I must keep it.
Now you're talking.
And he knows that the daddy has it.
Pay raise.
He got a pay raise, so he knows that the daddy can afford it. Now, they didn't specify how much the pay raise was, but he knows.
No, he said he
the
knows.
financial capability.
Daddy, you can do
of
it.
daddy.
Yes.
Now, the daddy did not keep to his promise. Yes, if it's me, a promise made is promise kept. I will definitely honor that promise. But we all know that in Nigeria, such things cannot happen. That's just the truth.
You don't just say you don't belong to a family where those things happen. Don't say such things cannot in this country. You're are you kidding me?
You forgot that a couple of days back we talked about professionalism and system.
Yes, sir.
Here in the studio.
Yes, sir.
That thing cannot work. You sue your dad. Even the judge. You didn't see the judge's face?
Well,
The judge is a black American.
Yeah.
An African American.
Yeah.
Even he was even looking at him. That's the thing that when
He was looking at
by the time you come,
right.
when your lawyer don't go there, how many times nothing
Yeah.
happen, you withdraw the case.
You know, the truth is, funny enough, Vicky, that the judge even gave a blast, to, the boy at the end. Said, he asked about the father, what was the father's story? The father said, this country,
There's a
7 years
background.
old.
There's a background.
Yeah, 7 years old. I had to live with an aunt whom I thought was an angry aunt, but I'm grateful that she took me in, right? And everything that I have ever earned, I've ever seen, I've ever gotten to myself, to my name, I worked for it. I earned it. It didn't just happen from nowhere. It didn't just fall off from somewhere, and all of that. So he needs to know that I work for these monies. Now he's on a scholarship. I'm glad. It's my son. I'm
21
proud.
years old.
21 years
And he's
old.
going to enjoy that scholarship until he's done with high
He
school.
still is done with college.
with college.
He was in college already.
Good. And he'll be done with that. Then he wants a Porsche.
He wants a Porsche.
21. You need to see his confidence. That's just it. You need to see his confidence.
It's more like a prodigal son that tells his
think
father, I know that
that-
you can give me my property, share my property now. I've
Now,
come of age.
To me, there's a take home here.
Yeah.
And that take home is see how their justice system work for them to come in and accommodate. Let's hear from him first. And that was exactly what they did.
That's what they did.
And I'm sure we didn't hear. I didn't get to hear the end of this, but I know that this case will not go.
Well,
his favor.
the judge actually just threw it. Had a civil conversation with him, and they just trashed it.
It's
They
good.
just trashed it.
It's not good.
But Vicky, let's hear some reactions.
Okay, let's hear some reactions.
There's some reactions already, and yeah, just send a message via the WhatsApp. We'll take your message right there. If you can call, just go straight to the point. If you had a son who tells you that you didn't fulfill the promise of buying him a what do they call it now? Rather, you gave him an electric car. Right, but we'll see this one here. Big Rover says, after the boy makes it now, they will say he doesn't care for his father. The reaction suggests that some Nigerians might view the son's action as ungrateful or disrespectful. Yeah, we'll see this one. Ijaladama, right? Some of you here talking trash, don't know what